He thinks his seven's good, and that's a cracking call, isn't it?
Well, it is. I mean, and you know, he's just saying to himself, look, if Abbey had any piece of that flop, he would have bet it on the button and tried to get a free card later. I
Absolutely.
mean, I have to say, I think he's right. Well, he is right. The luxury of knowing he's right.
6,000.
And that's a defensive blocker
That's
bet.
yep, that's a stopper bet. Just sting it in there saying, you know what, don't bluff me.
Yeah, but what if Abbey reads that and shoves here?
It's a very weak bet, isn't it? 6 into 40, into 38 actually, making it 44,000 pot.
It's kind of like when you always you make fun of those toreadors for trying to wave that little red flag in front of the bulls. I mean, it's not going to stop them, is it?
Why do you make it so cheap?
And Abbey wants to figure this out.
Yes, that seems to be the colorblind. Oh, you missed.
There was no draw out there.
Yeah, what could he have missed, Jesse? What did he have? Queen Jack?
6 in.
Just if he had bet slightly more. Oh, he's done it. It's worked.
Oh yeah, the best hand.
Oh, I'm going to show
Yeah.
off here. That's winning. Yeah?
A lot of huffing and puffing during that hand for not much action, Neil.
It was a good hand, wasn't it? It's typical of this particular heat. Lots of people seeing the flop, and they all sort of think they've got half a hand. And it was interesting because nobody raised pre-flop, so now nobody could believe that anyone would hold an ace in this coup. And when a king comes on the turn, there's 2 kings there, so it's unlikely that anyone's holding a king. So now Tim starts to believe that his 7 is good with 7-9, and Abbey's wondering whether maybe his pair of deuces might be good.
Is there a thing about Abbey's table image there where actually, you know, Tim could logically think the 7 was good because Abbey actually couldn't have a piece of that flop if you know Abbey?
I mean, if anyone did have an ace, it would be unusual that they didn't raise pre-flop and didn't bet the flop. Abbey's limped on the button, so I think Tim's disregarded an ace instantly. Once the king's come, he's disregarded the king. With Abbey, I think you can always think he could just have anything, and I think Tim has to say, well, you know, I can't give him a king or an ace. I'm probably winning with 7-9.
As sure as he is, though, he's elected to make a blocking bet rather than check and induce a big bluff.
Yeah, exactly, because with Abbey, you just can't tell, and you don't want to give yourself a difficult decision. He's made the blocking bet, and I think Abbey read it for a blocking bet, and I think on the river, he could have done any of 3 things. He's sort of thinking maybe my deuces are good, maybe this is just a blocking bet and I can raise, and he's going through, if I raise, can I make it look like I've got a king or an ace? He knows he can't really tell that story, and he just thinks in the end, oh, what the hell, let's just have another hand.
A lot of guys haven't played so many of this format before, aside perhaps from Tim Flanders, who you expect is going to step it up now?
The 3,000, 6,000, you've got now what? 2 to 3 guys that have got that in and around the 10 big blind situation, so they're going to need to do something this level.
15,000 total.
It's, well, I guess it is just about the biggest hand
Pass.
Sammy has picked up pre-flop tonight. And he stuck a nice raise in.
Pass.
Yeah, he limped re-raise early with ace-king, and now he's got the jacks.
Pass.
Alan's had a couple tough decisions tonight. Abbey gave him one, now George is giving him another. He could just peel a flop off for 9. He could re-raise. He could fold. I mean,
Raised all in.
it's understandable, but he's in trouble.
I can't see George laying this down. I just cannot, the way he's been playing.
What is that?
And with his chip stack as well, he's only got to call another 50. And he started this hand with 123, so
50,000 more.
it all lends itself to a call.
Ace king.
Don't tell him. I've got a hand, obviously.
I know you got a hand, but it's just I hate these cards, and
Jacks are.
I just hate them. Anywhere I go, I hate these 2 cards I've got. Maybe it'll work for me here. Well, someone's got to make a move. All right, cool.
Call.
He's going to be very happy, obviously.
Flip them over.
The under pair.
Please, gentlemen.
Well, Tim Flanders already passed the A7, Jesse. He's got one out. He's in bad shape with the sevens.
I mean, you can see Alan's thought process there. You know, Sammy's been very loose and just decided to draw a line in the sand. Didn't want to call, make the pot
His
so big
range is
and-
so wide
Yeah.
with Sammy George's range. With a nickname like NE2, he didn't have to have jacks.
But it is Vinnie Combe all in, and it's just been kind of wrong way traffic for him. He's gotten on the bad end of the stick a couple
This is why
times,
I'm
and
still in the outside up. Oh my God.
he's going to be done unless the one card in the deck comes, the case 7. Close, but back to Devon
That's
for
nice.
Alan.
Nice one,
I
man.
was hoping you weren't going to call, obviously.
Yeah, I know, but I had to.
Okay.
Just
Cheers,
like
good
that.
Just like that. Wrong time, wrong place, wrong hand, unfortunately, for Alan Vinicum. But
You don't get much wiggle room in these one tables.
I didn't get any hands really, that's the problem. Didn't really get any good hands, but I don't think I made any glaring errors, which is always pleasing. You know, if you go out on a big error, there's a problem, but maybe I could have folded the sevens.
Welcome back to the PartyPoker.com World Open 4. And 4 left at this table.
Pass. Pass. Call.
This feels pushy.
Call.
No. Tim's trying to, I guess
All right.
Tim's trying to, he does not want to knock himself out here, Tim. But that felt. Oh, this is a good spot.
Check.
I think we're going to get it all in here. What do you reckon, Jesse? A gut shot straight draw and the nut flush draw.
10,000.
I think Tim pushes and George calls here.
The bet is too big for Tim to call, isn't it? He has to push it. I mean,
If he thinks his king's any good, he has to
Pass.
push in.
All in.
Raised. All in.
and he's getting called.
Call.
It's. I think it's nearly 50-50.
Yeah.
There's a straight draw. George actually a slight favorite,
Yeah,
which Tim is going to stand up. He don't like it, but
Going out or two.
Flanders' problem, of course, is this pot's only 83,000. Well, just put him back in it, but he needs to start his winning ways now. No 5, no club, no ace.
I thought you were waiting for the turn.
He's got to miss a lot, hasn't he?
Sure does.
Can I have a put you on hand?
Instant service.
Not bad.
Thanks. Well, the 10
And it is a
can't-
bit unfortunate, the
not
five.
Oh, hello.
Oh my!
Sit back down.
Sorry for checking out
No
too.
problem. Sorry.
Jeez, I thought he was
I couldn't
drawing
see- I
dead
couldn't see
Flanders. It felt like he was,
Such a
didn't
nice
it?
one with a straight draw, flush draw, overcard.
No, it was all right.
Few ways I stick it in.
Kind of a very competitive poker game was broken out of this.
What you were thinking?
Really?
Yeah, I swear to you.
You want to stuck it
Pass.
in then, yeah?
How funny would it be if Abraham and Flanders end up being the starring characters in the latter stages? Lascelles waking up.
Call.
Go on, Lascelles, set the trap.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Raise 6,000 more.
Lascelles thinks he's absolutely got him hook, line and sinker, but wow.
Call.
He just calls.
He is calling. I mean, he would have gotten on, obviously, but clearly he must be mentally committed with the rest of his chips, no matter what. I mean, but what if the ace comes? And
This may be the only saving grace for him is this ace.
geez, the funny thing is actually, if Lascelles goes all in now, he could actually win this pot.
All in for 16.
Look at it.
Has he got enough to make him pass though? That's the problem.
I don't know.
He hasn't got the king of spades. That's the
It's
problem.
only 16, yeah. But
This is the problem about getting yourself so low, Jesse. You haven't got enough
If you had an ace,
enough
you don't
ammo.
call in pre-flop. That's why I called.
Call.
No,
Yeah, exactly. And
See him?
Gentlemen.
If he could have put